Hi, it's Sarah. Today is Thursday. Wednesday happened, and I need to tell you about it. Thank you for being here, for waiting, for caring about what happens next. I know I left you hanging, and honestly, I've been trying to process everything myself before I could even talk about it. So let me tell you about Wednesday. I woke up that morning with my stomach in knots. I barely slept the night before. I kept rehearsing what I'd say, how I'd act, what questions I'd ask. Mr. Rodriguez knocked at 6:30, like always. When I opened the door, he must have seen something in my face because he said, "Big day?" I nodded. "You've got this, Sarah. Whatever it is, you've got this." Getting Leo ready was a good distraction. He was chattering about the playdate with Emma this weekend, asking if they could make dinosaur and butterfly crafts together. His excitement was contagious, and for a few minutes, I forgot about the meeting entirely. At work, the morning dragged. Every minute felt like an hour. Patricia kept checking on me. "You sure you want to do this?" "No." "But I'm doing it anyway." At 1:30, I left work. The coffee shop was 10 minutes away, a small place I'd never been to before. Neutral territory. I got there early, ordered a tea I didn't drink, and sat by the window. At exactly 2 p.m., he walked in. David. He looked different. Older, obviously. Thinner. His hair was shorter. But it was his eyes that struck me. They looked tired, like he'd been through something. He saw me and walked over slowly, like he was approaching a wild animal that might bolt.
"Sarah. Hi."
"Thank you for coming." "Hi." He sat down across from me, and for a moment, neither of us said anything. Finally, he spoke. "I don't know where to start. Start with why. Why now? After 4 years of nothing, why now?" He took a deep breath. 9 months ago, my father had a heart attack. He survived, but barely. I spent weeks in the hospital with him, watching him fight for his life. And one night, he looked at me and said, "David, I'm proud of the man you've become, but I wish I'd gotten to meet my grandson." He paused, his voice shaking. That's when it hit me. What I'd done. What I'd thrown away. I have a son I've never met. A son who's 4 years old and doesn't know I exist. And my father, who would have been an amazing grandfather, might never get to meet him because of my choices. I felt something twist in my chest, but I kept my face neutral. "So, this is about your father? About his regret?"
No.
"Yes." "I don't know. It started there, but then I couldn't stop thinking about it. About you pregnant and alone. About Leo growing up without a father. About all the moments I've missed. His first word, his first steps, his first everything. Those moments are gone, David. You don't get them back." "I know. God, I know." "Sarah, I'm not here to ask for forgiveness. I know what I did is unforgivable. I'm not even here to ask for a second chance, because I don't deserve one." "Then why are you here?" He looked me straight in the eye. "Because Leo deserves to know his father. Not the coward who ran away, but the person I'm trying to become. He deserves to have someone who can tell him about his grandfather, about his heritage, about where he comes from. He deserves more than what I gave him, which was nothing." I felt tears starting, but I blinked them back. "You left me 7 months pregnant, David. You didn't just leave Leo. You left me alone, terrified,
Broke.
Do you have any idea what that was like?"
No.
"I can't imagine. But I want to hear about it if you're willing to tell me." And something in me broke open. I told him everything. About the first year, the sleepless nights, the fear, the loneliness. About Mrs. Chun and Mr. Rodriguez showing up. About losing jobs and scraping by, and that birthday party where I thought no one would come. About the job offer in Boston I turned down, and then losing my job anyway. About Leo asking if we were poor. He sat there and listened, tears running down his face, not interrupting once. When I finished, he was quiet for a long moment. I don't expect you to let me into his life, he finally said. But I want you to know, I'm here now. I moved back to the city 2 months ago. I have a stable job, an apartment. I've been going to therapy, working on myself, trying to understand why I ran and how to be better. Therapy.
Yeah.
Twice a week for the past 6 months. It's helped me realize a lot of things about myself. About my own father, about fear, about responsibility. He pulled out his phone and showed me a picture. An older man in a hospital bed, smiling weakly, surrounded by flowers. This is my dad. He's doing better now. He asks about Leo all the time. About you too. He feels terrible about what I did. I looked at the picture. This stranger, who is technically Leo's grandfather. What do you want from me, David? Specifically. I want to meet him. Not today, not tomorrow, but when you're ready. And if you're never ready, I understand. But I want to be available. To be in his life in whatever capacity you allow. And Sarah, I want to help. Financially. I know I can't make up for 4 years, but I want to start now. I don't need your money. I know you don't need it. You've proven that you can do this alone. But you shouldn't have to. Let me help.
Please.
It's the least I can do. We sat there for another hour. He asked about Leo. What he's like, what he loves, what makes him laugh. I showed him pictures on my phone. Leo at the park, Leo with his dinosaurs, Leo covered in birthday cake. David looked at each one like it was precious. He looks happy, he said softly. He is happy. We're happy. I can see that. You've done an incredible job, Sarah. He's lucky to have you. When we finally left the coffee shop, I felt drained but also lighter somehow. So, what happens now? He asked. I don't know. I need time to think, to figure out what's best for Leo. I'll call you when I'm ready. He nodded. Take all the time you need. And Sarah, thank you for listening, for not slamming the door in my face, for being the amazing mother I should have known you'd be. I drove home in a daze. That night, after Leo was asleep, Mrs. Chun came over. She took one look at me and made tea. So, how was it? I told her everything. About David's father, about the therapy, about his request to meet Leo. What does your heart tell you? She asked, like she always does. My heart is confused. Part of me wants to protect Leo from any possibility of disappointment. But another part thinks maybe he deserves to know his father. Maybe David really has changed. And what about you? What do you want? That question stopped me. I don't know. I thought I'd be angry. And I was for parts of it. But mostly, I just felt
Sad. For all the time we've lost.
for Leo not knowing his grandfather. For David missing so much. Mrs. Chun patted my hand. There is no right answer, Sarah. Only the answer that feels right for you and Leo. Take your time. This morning, I woke up to a text from David. Thank you again for yesterday. Whatever you decide, I respect it. But I wanted you to know I've set up a savings account for Leo. I'll be adding to it monthly. It's yours to use however you see fit or save for his future. You don't have to acknowledge it or thank me. I just wanted to do something tangible to start making amends. I stared at that message for a long time. At work today, Patricia asked how it went. Honestly, better than I expected. Worse than I hoped. Somewhere in the middle. Are you going to let him meet Leo? I don't know yet. Maybe. Eventually. I need to be sure he's not going to disappear again. Leo can't handle that. You'll figure it out. You always do. Tonight, Leo and I were drawing together, and he looked up at me. Mama, you seem different today. Different how? I don't know. like you're thinking about something big. This kid, he sees everything. You're right, baby. I am thinking about something big, but it's grown-up stuff. Nothing for you to worry about. Okay, but Mama, whatever it is, we'll be okay. We're always okay. Out of the mouths of 4-year-olds. So that's where I am. Wednesday happened. David came back. And now I must figure out what comes next. I don't have answers yet. I don't know if I'll let him meet Leo, or when or how. I don't know if he's really changed, or if this is temporary. I don't know anything except that life just got a lot more complicated, but also maybe a little more hopeful. Thank you for being here through all of this, for listening to the twists and turns. If you want to know what I decide, if you want to keep following this journey, please subscribe and stay with me, because this story is far from over. I'll be back soon.